It tested and analyzed the Maclear platform in depth, and in this video we will give you my complete opinion on Maclear. Is this platform worth it since it promises very good returns, but is it a scam or not? Well, that's what we're going to find out in this video. I will give you the positive points I found about Maclear. I will also give you the negative points and what you need to watch out for before getting started. And at the end of this video, I will give you my final verdict. So I tested the platform. And what is it about? First of all, for those who don't know, it's a crowd lending platform, so P2P lending, and you will be able to invest simply in real, tangible, physical sectors. So let's immediately talk about the positive points, and the first one is indeed the returns. You have very attractive returns. Here you have 14.5%, 14.7%, and 14.8% annually, and you have loans for now, at least based on what is available at the time I am recording this video, a loan of 14 months, 13 months, and 14 months. So you should know that the majority of loans will fall more or less within this range of months. In general, it can go to a minimum of 7 months, 8 months from what I have already seen. And for the longest ones, it will be 14, 15 months. So it will be in a medium-term investment range, let's say. Then in terms of returns, it's really very interesting because it allows you to invest at a rate of almost 15% annually. So it's true that these are very good returns, and that's a positive point. But now we are going to talk about something very important, which is how you can earn even more on these returns. And that's where it becomes very interesting. Listen carefully because this will make you quite a bit of money. So what I did is I tested the platform myself and decided to start with 510 euros. So why did I put in 510 euros? Well, I'll explain that to you right away. You simply have a bonus section that will allow you, when you make your first investment, to benefit from bonuses if and only if you went through an affiliate link, or when registering on Maclear, you entered a referral code. So don't worry, I have put my referral code or my referral link in the description. You can either click on the link and sign up, or enter the code during your registration. And what that will do is allow you to benefit from these bonuses here. And these bonuses are extremely interesting. I will explain why right away. The first is that you will earn 3%. That means when you make your first investments, you will earn 3% of the amount you invested. If you invest 100 euros, you will earn 3 euros. Well, it's not huge, but it's already good. If you invest 1000 euros, you will earn 30 euros as a bonus. So that's really cool. But in addition to that, with the link I put in the description of this video, when you complete simply your registration, you just need to fill out a KYC, and that, by the way, is a mark of quality and seriousness, as it shows that you have verifications. And by the way, I'll talk a little more about it right after, but Maclear is a company regulated in Switzerland and has several verifications, regulations, audits. In short, I will talk to you about security right after. But really, the bonuses are something to seize, because as you can see with me, well, I simply made a deposit of 510 euros. I invested in a project and I received in return a bonus of 45 euros. So honestly, it's not negligible, since we're talking about almost 10% bonus of the amount I invested. So what do these 45 euros correspond to? Well, you can see it in the bonus section. It corresponds to 3% of my interests. So 500 euros, 3% of 500 euros is 30 euros if I'm not mistaken, or 15 euros. And then you have the 15 euros free when you finalize your registration. The 15 free euros are right here, and you have a bonus between 1% 0.5 and 3%. But above all, and this is what's extremely important, this is really the good bonus, it's that
for each.
So now, what about the security of this platform? Since we are talking about very good returns, very good bonuses, investing in real tangible sectors, what about security and regulation? Well, Maclear, or more precisely the company Maclear AG, is an investment company with Swiss regulation. You can see it is regulated in Switzerland with Polyreg service, and you simply have an audit that was done by Grant Thorsen. Well, I'm not saying it well, but there you go. You also have a KYC, you have GDPR compliance. You also have the AML that has not went through there. You also have a verification that was done with some sub. In addition to that, you have quite serious partners of the company Maclear. So in short, all of this is indeed reassuring. You have, let's say, in quotes for the moment, reason to be reassured, and that's why I took the step to invest, because I find that the regulations that have been put in place, the securities that have been put in place are really quite serious. So that's for the first part. Now, you should know something, which is what I like, is that in terms of fees, they are also transparent since there are no hidden commissions. So there you have all the primary markets agreed upon where you can invest. So if you see here the markets you can invest in, the projects you can invest in, there are three of them at the time I'm recording this video. You can also go to the project, and here you will have all the information you need to, well, learn about the subject, about the project before investing and choosing which project you will invest in. So honestly, they are ultra transparent with the numbers. And regarding the project, really, they give you a ton of information to seriously invest in each of the projects. You should know that the platform claims not to charge hidden fees on transactions, especially on deposits, investments, and withdrawals. So you have no deposit fees, no withdrawal fees, and no investment fees on the projects. So honestly, that's a big positive point. But now let's get to the slightly more negative point. So for me, the first negative point is that the platform is quite young. The platform, it's true that it is quite recent, and since it has been active since May 2023, it's true that it is still young in the sector to have a long-standing history. So naturally, when we have a platform that is rather young at the time I'm recording this video, a little over 2 years, naturally, even if up to now there hasn't been any credible default and no, let's say, no issue with the platform, it's true that the fact that it's a young platform can be a little bit scary. Now, the second thing is that for the moment, there are quite few projects available on the platform. If you sign up at the exact time I am recording this video, you can see that there are only 3 projects available for you to invest in. So it's true that for now, the selection is quite limited. But I trust that the company Maclear will grow more and more and will therefore attract more and more projects to their platform, and thus you will have more and more projects available. But it's true that for the moment, it's rather a negative point that there are really, for example, only 3 projects at the time I'm recording this video. Then another negative point is that when you go, for example, to see a project, you see that it is in increments of 50,000 euros. So each project will, in quotes, raise 50,000 euros. It's important to know that a single project can raise 50,000 euros multiple times, but especially there's something to consider, which is that as long as the project is not fully funded, your interest will not start to be generated. So fortunately, there are quite a few investors on the platform, and fortunately, you will see that the projects fill up quite quickly. It's true that there are quite a few investors on the platform, even though it is rather young, and well, the investors allow the projects to be funded quite rapidly. But that's a small negative point. Then something else to know, if I go, for example, to my investments, well, something positive is that, there you go, I invested 510 euros. There, I have a bonus of 45 euros, and I can see exactly on the anniversary date what my next transfer will be. Something very cool, in this case it's a positive point, is that you will have payments every month. So the advantage is that you can quote unquote do compound interest, because each month you will receive your interest, and then each month you can reinvest it in other projects, or you can in turn do a kind of compound interest. So honestly, having returns interest paid every month and not just once the entire project is completed, well, that's a positive point. You can invest in primary markets and in secondary markets, but be careful if you want to benefit from the bonuses. So the bonuses I included with the link in the description of this video. To benefit from these 4 bonuses, with the 15 euros free, the 30 euros for every 500 euros, the 3% on any amount you invest, etc. So with the link I put in the description of this video, you should know that it is only valid on the primary market. So you will need to invest in the primary market, and it works as many times as you want. But on the other hand, if you invest in the secondary market, it will not work. So the bonuses will not work. However, the secondary market can be interesting. Why? Well, because if I go to the investment section, you can see that I can simply decide to sell my investment. And that's a positive point, because you can simply exit at any time. In any case, if someone decides to buy back your investment, you can withdraw your money from the investment at any time. So in theory, your money is locked here, for example, for me, for 14 months. But if I want, I can click on sell, and then I can decide to put my investment share up for sale. So I can choose to put it up for sale simply at the same price I bought it, or if I want it to go a little faster, well, I can choose to lower the price. And then in this case, you will have a small fee when you resell your investment. But actually, that's the only fee you will have. Otherwise, you have no fees on the platform, and on the secondary market, you can sometimes find good deals, since you can discover, for example, 1% less, 2% less. So it's not really huge. However, be careful, I do not recommend investing in the secondary market, because you will not benefit from the bonuses. So honestly, you're better off investing in the primary market and benefiting from the 3% bonuses every time you invest 500 euros. For every 500 euros, you will earn 30 euros each time. I find it much more advantageous to invest in the primary market, even if at first glance you think you're saving money. So that's what I wanted to say about the platform. Now, my final verdict, Maclear, my opinion, Maclear final. What do I think and what do I say? Well, for me, I would say that for all the people who want to invest, grow their money in a market that is real, that is tangible, since here we're not talking about something volatile, we're really talking about investing in a physical, tangible sector with real physical and tangible assets behind it. Well, for me, I would say it's honestly a very interesting option. You have returns that are very interesting, that are promising. You have regular payments every month. You have fees that are transparent. Since you have no fees, you can invest that I didn't mention, starting from only 50 euros. So if you have small budgets, honestly, it's very, very cool. And especially you have really good bonuses. You have the bonuses that are available with the links I put in the description. By the way, if you don't use a link, that's why I'm saying it, it's very important. If you do not use a referral link or a referral code, you will not benefit from these bonuses. So be careful, you need to have a referral code. Then what is positive is that you have a secondary market section. You have different markets, and for me it makes a rather promising platform. You also have a security aspect with different regulations, a Swiss regulation. You can definitely see who the founding team is and who manages the project. So in short, for me, this makes it a promising platform that will grow over time, and positioning oneself on it is interesting. So be careful. I say this for myself. It's not investment advice. It's only my opinion. And obviously you can lose your money at any time. So I say this for legal reasons and to protect myself, but it's the reality. So now, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. What do you think? What do you think of Maclear? You have everything in the description of this video, all the links at your disposal. Tell me what you think in the description of this video, and I'll see you next time.